ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Frieren, but unfortunately, we don't have 4 episodes. That one hurt quite a bit because I'm having so much fun with this show, especially the emotion side from it. It looks great, everything, and I'm really looking forward to all there is to come, and it's being built up right now for the future of the series. It's like, finish the episode, where is the next one? And it seems like we're gonna have a new companion moving forward with the party, and I need more Frieren. But anyway, let's get into the episode and talk about it. Now, at the start, it picks up from last week with them having this new renewed destination, redoing the old journey, going to Aureole also. But here, I can't wait for it, but it's probably gonna be a long journey, and seeing how much Frieren also changed throughout everything that happened with her original journey, with everything she's experiencing right now, especially thanks to Fern, and showing how just a small period of time can affect the biggest things ever. And when she said just a mere 10 years for that adventure, and even now 100 of her life changed her. And Aizen, I really like him, how he kind of puts a lot of things into perspective for her, and Fern and Frieren together are so awesome. The small banters, the cute moments between her, but it's gonna hurt, which I don't know how long the series is gonna be, but when Fern said it, hey, it's already been half of my life. Okay, I don't want Fern to die. Up to this point, yes, it was in the back of my mind, but I didn't really bring it forward. I'm like, okay, we have this how time affects different things, especially with Frieren being long-lived. But wait, Fern. I'm getting very attached to Fern. Now, when she's gonna die, which is probably gonna happen depending how they handle this, maybe of old age, maybe of everything, that one is gonna hurt. Just put a lot of things into perspective here. And even the flashback with Heiter telling her to listen to Frieren, or else he's gonna hunt her. But different kinds of people, different incentives or things approaching them work. And in the case of Fern, is more like giving her the carrot, like a reward. You know, if you're a good girl, then I might visit you sometimes. And we see her waking up, remembering that very precious memory for her there. So that was a beautiful moment between them, and how it transitioned to that dream. But after this, they get to a village. They get word not to go to the mountain pass. Apparently there's ghosts there, and they start figuring out what's happening. And I like how Frieren is letting Fern take the center a bit, letting her do your own thing. What do you think it is? Kind of still teaching her along the way. And they figure out it's a monster, and Frieren knows what it is, but they want to avoid it at the start, or at least Frieren once. Now, thanks to Fern, I really like. I think she's an amazing influence on Frieren. Fern, hey, I'm a good girl. Remembering also the flashback with Heiter, I want to help them. So of course they were going to help them, and they figure out the illusion magic being used there by a monster, Einsam. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And a very good question. Now, I know somebody could be able to do it very easily, somebody couldn't, somebody would froze, depending on the individual. Would you shoot down the ghosts of your past? Now, Frieren also said something very curious. She said she did it to Flamme when it happened to her with the same illusion magic, but it was easy for her because she's used for Flamme to beg for her life. I'm like, wait. And she didn't elaborate, didn't expand at all. What happened with Flamme there, huh? Is it some comedic things like them messing around the teacher, student, and things like that during training or whatever, or did something bad happen with Flamme in the way she died, which still don't know what exactly happened with Flamme, and kind of brought a lot of questions for me concerning that, because I really like Flamme. I really like the concept, going back to talk to the dead people, seeing them in Aureole. And I'm curious about Frieren's past also, not just her journey with the hero party that we have come to know right now, but throughout the show I really like how they give us small things, and the pacing feels great so far. Now the first ghost they encounter is Heither for Fern. She hesitates a bit and even starts using her memories against her, that memory from the beginning. But also Himmel shows up, and Himmel instantly, even even as a ghost, man, just telling, hey, shoot me, Frieren. And yeah, that's probably what Himmel would have said. I was expecting it to be like a small beam, but Frieren kind of shot out a Kamehameha there, like almost. It felt like she blew out half of the forest there. And even Fern after that, she also shot a very big beam. I'm like, okay, I get their ghosts, but still. So yeah, they take care of the monster there, and the line from Frieren, let's go see the real ones in Aureole. That was awesome hearing that line there. So that was pretty much the first half of the episode, dealing with the past, the quest moving forward and everything. But here it's leading up to things. They go to a new location, they find a dragon nest, and Frieren has her priority. Yeah, not kill the dragon at the start, not go around it, not ignore it, not everything. Just, hey, it has a grimoire, I need it. Priorities. And she makes Fern shoot at it, but it just bounces off, so dragons are gonna be hard to deal with. And she's like, yeah, let's just run. And poor Fern. She was more than frightened there. I really like the comedic side to that. But Frieren is like, let's just do it again a few more times, then we're gonna be able to take the grimoire. But looks at Fern like, yeah, that's probably not gonna work. Poor Fern. That was such a fun scene there. And here they say they need a frontline fighter, and they remember they talked a bit with Eisen, and he told them he has an apprentice, Stark, and he suggested they use him here. And also the small question after they were going to meet Stark, what exactly is that spell in the grimoire? Just a spell to see clothes. Frieren, what are you thinking about, huh? Banosh, like, it can be useful depending what you consider clothes. That's a very good point. I really like that. I'm very curious about how the power system, I hope they expand a bit more, because if you consider something clothes, like let's just say, I don't know, can you consider a shield a cloth, part of clothing? Something like that, depending on your perspective and how you look at things. It could have a lot of issues, but maybe I'm overthinking things. But I really like that that line there. Now we see a bit of exposition with the village. Apparently 3 years ago it attacked, but Stark protected the village, so now everybody is thankful to him. Even I bought it. I thought, hey, this guy is gonna be a stand-up guy at the start, very strong. Well, the strong part is true, but we're gonna get a bit to his personality. So here they meet him, and he just tells them, hey, don't mess with the dragon, it's just gonna cause problems. Even says he fought a dragon before, a shadow dragon. This is a solar dragon. But a very good question from Frieren. He seems pretty strong. Why haven't you defeated the dragon? And he kind of dodges the question a bit. They ask him to join them there, and he just wants to find out their reasoning for wanting that grimoire, just for compliments. And I really like how simple yet so wholesome Frieren's reason is for collecting all of those spells. Just then one moment getting a compliment stuck with her, even more considering how long-lived she is here. But he says he will join if they defeat the dragon. Now they start planning a bit, and Frieren is like, yes, I can do it, but just keep it busy for 30 seconds. And this is where we see the real Stark. He drops the entire facade, and he's a crybaby coward. Starts begging them. And we see what exactly happened with the dragon when he faced it. He just froze, and the dragon was kind of like, maybe on a whim it let him go and it left, or maybe it felt his power and him being frozen, then the dragon thought about something else. Hey, this guy is not faced by me, so I'm not gonna fight him. I don't know, but he just froze. And that's he even became kind of a hero of the village after that. What I loved was Fern's look when she was looking down on him. Perfect. She did it really well. But also from the start, I thought about it, but then it was confirmed later that cave, that carving in the mountain or hill he did there, it's in fact for him. But I wasn't fully sure when I first saw it. It kind of looked man-made, that it didn't look natural the way it was. But they leave him, hey, think over it overnight, think about it. You have to do something. You can't keep going like this. And also like the conversation between Frieren and Fur saying, yes, he's a coward, I'll admit that, but there's something more to him. And also for you, when you first fought monsters, you and Fur were like, don't say it. That was such a cute moment between them. And then they hear some sounds, and Frieren knows what it is, but tells Fern, go check on Stark, and we see him still training. He was the one that was carving the mountain there, so he's quite strong, but also Aizen made a point to only teach the coward, the one that ran away from things, which is a very good trait, but I'm curious how they're gonna go about it here, because you can also be very reckless, which we have seen so many reckless characters just being taught power and they just die or either put a lot of people into danger. So I'm curious, I'm actually very curious about Stark, how they gonna handle him as a character so far. But yeah, awesome episode. Frieren is such a fun series, but I'm also debating whether do you guys want me to keep covering it week to week, or I'm thinking about waiting to get more episodes when it's over, just fully binge it, because a series like this, in my opinion, would be much better binge watch. But I love it too much, so that's why started watching it week to week after I saw here. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys want me to keep covering it week to week, or would you prefer me to binge it and we look at other series? And it would mean a lot to me if you guys like and subscribe the video. It helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Frieren, make sure to check out the podcast Because Anime. I'm gonna see you again in the next one. Bye bye.